I'm not going to go into why networking is important. We all know we need to build connections. We need to, develop those relationships. I'm going to share with you a little bit about my journey and how I think about networking. There are days when I think networking is great, and there are other days when I think, oh, not another one of those, right? So how do you get into that mindset that gives you networking being as important as it is, as being this powerful thing that you can use and not waste that opportunity that's been given to you? Because you have this opportunity to go out and a lot of times you're thinking, oh, it's been a long day or a long week, right? I've been in meetings or I've been trying to, prepare for this test. Maybe I'll go to the next one. I'm going to skip this one, right? It's very easy to do that. But you skip one, and then you skip another, and you skip another, and before you know it, you've missed a lot of opportunities. And so how do you show up? How do you motivate yourself? What I try to do is, before I have to go to one of those events, is I try to find out who the audience is, who's going to be there. And then I look at the attendees, and I see who are the people that are going to be there, right? And I try to find the people that excite me to go to that event. And I think, oh, my good friend Michael's going to be there, right? I get to hang out with him. Chris Simmons is going to be there. I get to see him again. Lisa, of course, I haven't seen her in a while. It'd be great to catch up with her, right? That makes this event, so much more than just coming to a particular event and doing networking. So thinking about it, being positive, right? Being in a room like this with all of you just fills me with that energy. And I was thinking, what a great way to start the convention with the lion dance. Talk about energy, right? And so once you show up there with that energy, with that positive mindset, I think that's half the battle won, right? So once you get there, what do? I think of networking. And again, this is something that you'll hear over and over again. It is a way of advertising your brand. You have prime time Super Bowl media space. What are you going to do? Not show up? Show up and quietly sort of walk around the edges of the room and hope no one discovers you, finds you, talks to you, and then leave? Right? Or do you make your mark? The most important thing I think about networking, along with being genuine, is also being memorable. When I was growing up, my father used to always tell me is, don't waste your time going to a meeting or to anything if you're not going to be remembered, if you're not going to make your mark. And that doesn't have to be a mark where you're splashed on the newspapers the next day, God forbid. You want to make your mark, at least somebody remembers you. If you have one conversation, make that conversation memorable. Make that count. Otherwise, don't even bother showing up.